All right, welcome back to MMA Al Dente. I am the guy who picked Eddie Alvarez to defeat Conor McGregor. And I'm here to talk about Liang versus JJ Aldrich. This should be the second fight of the night. Liang is 19 and 6, 27 years old, and she's got the same height and reach as 30-year-old JJ Aldrich, who is 11 and 6 as a pro. Liang, she is a very dangerous fighter, but still hasn't got, her signature victory comes very early in her career against Luana Jojua. She's got 19 wins, 17 finishes. The other two are DQs. She's never won a decision. And those 17 finishes come 7 via TKO, 10 via submission. And of those 17, 16 of them come in round 1, just 1 in round 2. And that one round 2 victory is her win over Luana Jojua, way before she got to the UFC, either one of them. And her 6 losses, on the other hand, they're all to good fighters, but she's been finished 3 times by TKO. That's Silvana Gomez Juarez, cracked her. Ariana Canellosi beat her in her other UFC fight, just outlasted her and pounded her out. And Maria Agapova kind of outlasted her and pounded her out, but it was all inside of one round. And that girl Agapova, she's vulnerable, but she's fucking deadly. Her 2 submission losses, Liang, come to Quihi Yan and Juliana Velasquez, both via armbar in round 2. Those are 2 very good fighters. Quihi was the girl that lost to Karine Silva in the Contender Series after out-wrestling her. And Juliana Velasquez is a former Bellator champion. And her 1 decision loss comes to another former UFC fighter, Lilia Shakarova. And she's a girl that lost to Lauren Murphy in the UFC. But Liang, look, she's definitely still a dangerous girl. I mean, you don't get that amount of finishes without being dangerous. And she showed a good amount of danger in the Canellosi fight. She did kind of drop her early. I don't know if it counts as a knockdown or whatever, but she hurt her. And maybe she made her stagger back or whatever, but it was very early in the fight when they were both fresh, and she cracked her. And then on the ground, she was going for her arm bars, and she looked good early on, but then just something happened, and that was me snapping my finger, and she faded pretty quickly and came crashing down, and Canellosi was all over her and pounded the shit out of her. And within 2 rounds, she was out. And I think that was the first fight back with a crowd after COVID. I remember that one was just fucking awesome. That was the first fight of the night of whatever card it was. But yeah, Liang, she's very dangerous, moves really well on the ground. I really like her submission skills, but at a high level, fighting all the good fighters, she's lost at just about all of them. And she's been finished in just about all those fights. So she's a glass cannon, to be frank. She might be a little healthier here. She's moving up in weight to take this fight at flyweight, but still, she, there's a give and a take to everything, and she's definitely a girl that has to win me over before I have any faith in her cardio. She's gone past the round 1 a few times and lost every one of them just about. Again, aside from that early win over Jojua. JJ Aldrich, she's 11 and 6 as a pro. She's got 2 TKO victories, 9 decisions. She's much more of a point fighter. Not an impressive athlete at all, but a very good technical fighter who's deceptively tough to wrangle and take down. And not bad takedowns on her own, as Erin Blanchfield found out. I think JJ can surprise a lot of people. But yeah, she's a striker. That's where she's at. She's got a really good jab and really crisp, maybe not crisp, but really sound fundamental striking. Her 6 losses come 1 via TKO, Macy Barber, 2 via submission, Erin Blanchfield with the guillotine after losing the fight, and Jamie Moyle got her with a technical rear naked choke before she got to the UFC. Jamie Moyle was an Ultimate Fighter contestant. And then her 3 decision losses come to Juliana Lima, Sabina Mazo, and Ariane Lipski in the UFC. Those are 3 very good fighters. And the Lipski fight, that was JJ was a gigantic favorite in that fight, but she was just overwhelmed. Lipsky had her beaten every step of the way, and I knew she was physically superior, but I thought JJ would have had more for her in that fight. But JJ has still been the much more proven fighter. Her best victory, I don't even know, I guess it's over Jillian Robertson, but she's gotten plenty of great victories. Jillian Robertson, Courtney Casey, Vanessa Demopoulos, Polyana Viana, Lauren Mueller. JJ has proven she can beat really good fighters and she can outlast them, fighting hard for 15 minutes. And that's something Liang hasn't done. So in this one, I'm favoring JJ Aldrich. She's really tough to put away, despite being finished a few times. Those are very good fighters. And, and she was finished also by Tatiana Suarez on The Ultimate Fighter. I should mention that, but that's Tatiana Suarez. So it's almost forgivable once you mention the name. And Raquel Pennington got her with a triangle as an amateur and was elbowing her. Kind of like Anderson Silva versus Travis Lutter, I guess. But JJ is a much more proven fighter. I think she can outlast Na Liang, survive any sort of dangerous offense in round one, and get her out of there down the stretch. This one, not worth betting on JJ's money line, but I bet on a bunch of props because I'm a degenerate. Round one for Na Liang, submission was plus 1,800, and finish flat is plus 1,000 or 1,000. And for JJ Aldrich, I bet on her rounds 2 and 3 finish by TKO, plus 750 and plus 1,000. I think if she does win, there's a good chance she gets Na Liang put away just because of their traits, really Na Liang's traits. And JJ Aldrich, she's a sound fundamental fighter, not known for her finishing prowess, but when you're fighting a girl that seems almost destined to be finished, yeah, I'll play the odds. So my official prediction, I guess I'll go with JJ Aldrich by TKO in round 2. And I hope this one's exciting. And I'm hoping for a finish, not just because I bet on it, but because I think if JJ is going to produce a finish in the UFC, the time to strike is right now with this fight. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I hope it's an exciting one. Like, share, subscribe, all that horse shit, and check out my other videos.